Hello, 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 hello there, and how are you? And welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. I see somebody's waiting on me. How are you today? I hope that you are doing well. And we are going to get rain in a second, but I just hope that it delays for just a little bit longer because we've been expecting rain here in the New England area for since 12 noon, and nothing has come, and now it's winding down. It's a little windy. So my name is Catherine, and you're here at Catherine's Garden and Home LWS, and my zone is zone 6. Zone 6 in the Boston area. I am in one of the neighborhoods of Boston. And it has been nice today. It's very breezy and kind of cool. And the weather is just, it's kind of pleasant, but it's windy. So I'm going to be competing with the wind a little bit. But I just wanted to come on out, and I know it's a little early, but um, it's good because we want to beat the rain. First and foremost, I want to show you my bouquet. Do you see my bouquet of flowers? And those of you who have been with me know that each Wednesday I try to put together a bouquet of flowers from my garden, a floral arrangement. And one of the things that we have decided as a gardening group or team here at Catherine's Garden and Home that we are going to put together a flower a garden where we are able to grow flowers and also then to cut the flowers, a cut flower garden. And we were very intentional about this, about gathering our flowers and seeding the flowers in the garden. And now I am being very intentional about cutting the flowers and creating floral bouquets. And also, it is, if you've been following along, you know of my gardening journal, which is a garden to call my own, the Intentional Garden Journal of 2022. We've been going through this. And that's right, we're heading into October. We're going to start planning for October, our pre-planning for October. And you know why? Because the mums are out. Look at that. Do you see that? The mums, the fall mums are already visible in the stores. You can pick them up. And the pre-season, you know, that they have at Lowe's, they have the pre-season order of mums. And if you go to the garden center, you could actually start to pick them up. And this is the best time to get them too, when they are not fully open, that you can basically see the color of the mum, what color it's going to be, but the buds are still very closed so that you can have it to last into the fall season, you know, later on in October. So we got two different colors here, and my husband, he's so good. He says, I said, how did you know that I'm thinking about moms? And he actually picked them up today. He said he went to Lowe's and he saw them and he thought of me and he says, "Oh, I know she's gonna want these mums to put in the garden." So I am so excited to have them. And let me put on my glasses so I can greet my wonderful gardening friends. I think I saw Don't Hurt the Harvest. It's so beautiful. Thank you. How are you? How are you today? G Mama Grows. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Don't Hurt the Harvest. Um, it's great to have you both with me, and those that are watching on their smartphones. Come on, come in the chat and say hello at least. Don't just watch me from a distance. You're welcome to come and join me, and let's have a conversation. Hey Sonia, Miss Catherine, and everyone. How are you, my sweetie pie? So good to have you. And I'm trying to beat the rain. I pray for rain. I want rain to come because my garden needs the natural rain. However, I don't want it to come until we are finished with our discussion. Yeah, because um, this summer has really awakened us to the whole idea of climate change. And either you've experienced high, hot temperatures with no water, or you have experienced flooding. It's been extreme. The weather has been highly extreme. Some of you have had really good um, spring, had a really great spring. You had a really great spring where um, you received a lot of water and things were moist, and you said, "Oh, it's going to be a great summer, a great gardening year because things are doing very well." At least that's how I felt too. I was getting my rain, and the spring was just great. And then what should happen? The heat of summer, 90-degree temperatures plus, dry, no rain for weeks, having to water with the hose and trying to keep up with it. If you were to drive around my neighborhood, you should see the grass. Oh my goodness, there's nothing but brown lawns, nothing but hay. It looks like hay, wheat fields. It's really brown and no water. And it is really making people think about this whole idea of climate change and the fact that we are going to have to garden differently than we did last year. We're going to have to change up our gardens. And how are we going to deal with either too much rain, too much water, or none at all, or just a little bit of water? And so those of you that are watching, come on in on the chat. Let's have this discussion. How are you dealing with this change, this whole idea of the of climate change and not having enough water to water the garden? And is this going to make you change how your gardens appear? Like some of you who have grass, who are lovers of grass. Now, come on, men. You like cutting your grass? Do you have a lawn competition going on in your community? If so, how do you feel about this? Were you out there watering your lawns? What have you been doing to keep up with the situation? Or did you install drip irrigation? A lot of people put drip irrigation in their beds, or put on or added sprinkler systems. Now, that can get a little expensive, and you may end up having a high water bill for this summer, which you may not care because you want your lawn, you want your gardens, like we. We want our lawn, we want our gardens, so it doesn't matter. We're going to enjoy the summer. Hello, Chloe. How are you? How are you doing? Hello, everyone. So come on, let's come on in and talk about the trends, the garden trends for now, but even into the future for 2023 and beyond. How is your garden going to look? What is it going to look like? Come on in the chat and let's have a good discussion about that. So for those of you who just popped on and are listening, this is my bouquet from my garden. You know that each week I'm trying to create bouquets, a floral arrangement from my garden. And you know what has happened is that I'm starting to get reblooms of the roses. So this is my rose, a climbing rose, Cornelia, and this is Eden climbing rose here. And this one over here, this rose is curly pink rose, which had been blooming. But also, you know that we've been planting our dahlia seeds. Well, this is my dahlia, my zinnia seeds. Zinnia's here. I'm zone 5. I water 2 times a day, unless it rains. Oh, okay, that's good. That's a very nice looking bouquet. Thank you, Sonia. So this is the zinnias, my zinnias that I got from the seeds. G Mama Girls, this is my Dollar Tree seeds, zinnia seeds. Doesn't that look beautiful? That's from my Dollar Tree, uh, the um, the large ones. Now these small little ones are from the seeds, the plantings, the zinnias from last year, and they seemed to come up very small. I don't know why they're looking so small, um, but I think it's because of a lack of rain. Good evening, Miss Catherine and garden friends. Hey, Beverly. Hi, Beverly. How are you? Gardens Are Me is in the house. Yes. My gardening friends are coming on. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, to hit the subscribe button for more videos and more discussions. We have fun on this channel on Wednesdays. Yes, we do. We laugh. We enjoy one another. When I get happy, I start singing. We grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. And also, don't forget to give me a like. Hit the like button. Yes. Hallelujah. I got 2 already, 2 likes. I'm happy. Woo! Come on, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It would be wonderful because I will have flowers for cutting next year. You have inspired me. That's good. Don't hurt the harvest. Yay! You're gonna have a cut garden, cut flower garden, and then also this is verbena, veneriensia, and I grew this from seed. So the zinnias are from seed, and the verbena is from seed. Um, and then this is my mint. This is apple mint that I grew. And the apple mint went to flowering, and it's so beautiful. So what I did this time was just gather from around the garden. And now, because my eyes are aware and I know that I want to make a bouquet, I am using some of the shrubs, like this is from the back. Now, doesn't the back look pretty too? This is my euonymus, variegated euonymus. So I'm using that as well to help to fill as a filler for the bouquet. Yeah, so it smells fantastic because of the mint in the bouquet. Because I'm up close like this, I can smell the apple mint, and it smells really good. Yankee sister, I see Thelma there in the garden with me. How are you? Hello, Catherine in chat. I hit the like button on the way in. Good. Rambo, how are you, Rambo Green Hands? How are you? Yay, my people, my people. Grow together. Catherine's garden and home. That's right. We're getting rain. Thelma, Yankee sister, you getting rain over there in Connecticut? How's things going for you? I am so thankful. We're going to get rain in a sec. That's why I'm talking fast, because I suspect that it may be coming real soon. The wind is blowing, and when it blows like that, it seems like rain is on the way. Yeah, so how are you all doing? How's everything? How's life there in your neck of the woods? Put it in there. Tell me how things are going for you. Yes, right now, light rain. Woo! That means it's coming up north. Yes, if it's coming to Connecticut, it's got to hit Boston. Yes, we've got rain for 3 days in a row now. Wow, Sonia, congratulations. Woo! Who else was dry and now you're getting some rain? Come on, put it in the chat. Let us all celebrate. In hot Cali, woo, you got rain for 3 days? That's fantastic. Yes, I know your garden loves that. Yes, it's starting to sprinkle here. For you too, G Mama Grows? Wow, you're starting to get rain also? Yay! Yay for the rain! Yay for the rain! Yay for the rain! You got to cheer it on so it can make it all the way up here to where I am in the Northeast, in the Boston area. Yes, and thank you all for the thumbs up, getting a little rain. Chloe, you too? You getting some rain? Yay! Woo! For rain. Yay for rain. Yes, don't hurt the harvest. Yes, hello Yankee says. Rambo, how are things over there in the UK? Are you getting rain also? I saw you collecting beautiful here, Miss Catherine, and flowers, of course. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you for the compliment with the hair, because you know I almost went back, and I said no, I can't turn back. I won't turn back to the way that it used to be. No, I said I gotta keep my natural. Yes, yes, because an event is coming up, and I said, I wonder if I should change back. No, but I'm glad that I'm keeping it. I'm holding on. So thanks for the compliment. It just helped me to just hold on to my natural. Rambo, it was pouring like cats and dogs for the first time in months. Woo! The rains, the rains, the rains are coming. The rain, the rain, the rain is coming. Yes, that's good. So you're going to be able to do your fall gardening. Oh, City Girl Gardener. Hello, everyone. Thunderstorm right now in North Florida. You're getting rain too? Yay for the rain. Yay for the rain. I mean, these last couple of months, weeks that we've gone with limited rain makes one really appreciate the rain. And, it is such a great thing to get rain, because it's the difference between the rain and the municipal water, from the faucet, from the tap. The tap water is so filled with chemicals and so forth that, yes, it provides moisture, but yet at the same time it's so filled with all of these chemicals that it's not nourishing for the lawns. And so the gardening trends, what is trending? Let me talk a little bit about that. The gardening trends that are happening right now are that people are really considering eliminating their lawns because of the fact that it is so much work to upkeep it, especially with the dry temperatures that we have been experiencing and the lack of rain, the dry, hot temperatures, I should say, and that the sun has been just, it's almost desert-like for us. It's so dry, and it takes so much water to actually keep up with the garden. So many people are eliminating their lawns, are thinking strongly or heavily of eliminating the lawns. And so the garden will be, they're saying that eventually the lawn may become a thing of the past, that it may just be a little patch that people will be keeping of lawn, but that lawns are being gobbled up by garden beds and other things because of this lack of rain. It's just too much to keep up with. Do you agree with this or not? Will you, if you have lawn, are you planning to still maintain some lawn, or do you believe in removing all of your lawn and just have planting beds? Put it in. Are you for the lawn? Say lawn. Or are you for planting beds? Put planting beds in the chat. Come on, this is come on, I need some help with this, because you know that I have lawn, but I also have beds. And more, my flower beds and vegetable beds are starting to wipe out the lawn. Let's see. So Yankee Sister says, I have expanded my garden to cover more lawn and did a lot of landscaping with mulch. Can't eat grass. I like that answer, Thelma. That's the truth. Can't eat grass. Can't eat grass. Oh, wow, that was good. That was good. Chloe said, my lawn is getting much smaller. Me too, Glory. Glory, my lawn's getting smaller. Sonia says, planting beds. Yes, yes. City girl gardener says planting beds. Monica Strong says lawn. Monica, you love your lawn? Oh wow. What do you use your lawn for? I mean, are you just love how it looks, or you just have a large expanse of land so that you can have lawn as well as flower beds? What is it with you? Come on, give us a little detail. Why did you choose lawns, Monica? Don't hurt the harvesters. I would maintain some lawn even if it's a small area. Yes, I agree. I think that that is what will happen with us, that we will still have a small area of lawn, and but it will be limited, just to give the eye a rest. And I prefer lawn myself, the green versus mulch or a stone or paving or bricks or whatever. I prefer a little green. Um, so Beverly says planting beds. Give me more flowers, right? More vegetables, more herbs. Um, G Mama says planting beds. Just a small lawn for my dogs and grandkids. Yeah, I like that. I think so too, Monica, that I would want the same thing. Only kept lawn in the front of the house. Okay. And you took out all the lawn in the back. Wow. But I feel like how you do, Monica, that I would want to at least have a little patch of lawn, some lawn for my grandkids so they can run around in it. But also, I don't know, for some reason it helps. I think it helps the beds to look more beautiful too. It like because I do like my beds. I planted eggplants in my front yard last year. You did, Beverly? I did too. Chloe says, I am, however, changing the type of grass in my lawn. Kentucky blue is beautiful, but with the rising temps and drought, it's dormant most of the year. Thank you, Glory, for mentioning that. That even you can have lawn, but what kind of lawn? And that is really something to consider. I didn't even think about researching that. But yeah, planting grass seeds, a grass that is more tolerant to drought weather, and so there are grasses that can handle the drought and the lack of water. Yeah, so that might be having a grass alternative is a really good thing to do, to have grass alternative. Um, and that way you can maintain, you can have a faux lawn. Oh, by the way, over in one of the malls, it's kind of like a shishi kind of mall area. You know what? They had like fake grass. Yeah, they had fake grass by the restaurant area there. They had fake grass with a fake croquet ball, place where you can play, and some lawn chairs out and some tables. I think they set it up like that for COVID so that people could eat outside during those COVID years. And then they had window boxes or, you know, raised bed boxes all around, and so it was kind of neat. At first, from a distance, it looks like green grass. Kind of faux grass, I would call it. It looks like grass, but when you come up close, you realize that it's faux. So it gives the appeal. And for some reason, I was excited to see the grass, the faux grass from a distance. That green just really attracts me, is very attractive to me. So some people are doing that, but there's nothing like the real thing, baby. I love it. I planted eggplants in my front yard last year. You did too, Beverly? Yes. I planted fake grass in my sitting area in the backyard. You did? Thelma? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's easier to maintain. And then that's the other thing. We're getting older. Not planted, laid. I know, but it's like you planted it anyway. We're getting older, and if you have to cut the lawn, it can become very tedious because lawn is something that you have to maintain. At least cut the grass once a week, and then if you have to water it and fertilize it and give it all that it needs, you have to put pesticides to eliminate weeds and things. So it can get, it could be a lot of work. Be a lot of work. And then if you have to hire a landscaper to come and fix it and straighten it up, that could be a lot of money also. So putting in these alternatives may be an answer, an answer to all of this. So that's one thing. Um, and so that has become a big part of the garden lawn. Will be a thing of the past. That's one of the things that are trending. Cutting the grass is good exercise for me because I am by myself with the care of the whole outside. Yes, yeah, it is good exercise, and it's good for you to keep moving. Yeah, keep that body moving. Keep that body moving. Yeah, and that's why exercise is so good for us. And being out and gardening is a good thing. Garden trends for 2023 through 2025. And I did some research on this through Home and Garden. And they had actually 25 different trends that you could possibly do and that they see coming up. And I just mentioned 7 of them. So let me go through some of them and you could tell me what you think about these trends. The first thing that they said was introducing good afternoon. Hello everybody. Hey Deborah. How are you? So glad that you made it. So good to have you. Come and join us. You know it's not the same without you. So good to have you, Deborah. Yes. So we're looking at trends and gardening trends, and especially because of climate change and the things that are happening. What can we do that we can get ahead of all of this? And also starting to think, Darlene Brown. Hey, Darlene. How are you? Yes, Deborah and Darlene are joining us. Oh, that's wonderful. So, we have our journal, right? And so what we need to do is I will be 70 years old this December. So I have, Yankee Sisters, I will be 70 years old this December. So I have to forecast my abilities in the garden. Oh, wow. That's a good one. Yeah, you got to forecast your. Well, I'm not there yet, but I'm starting to forecast too. I'm starting to forecast my abilities too. Because I noticed that, things are a little bit more heavier. I have much ambition and desire to go out there and do things and move things around, but it's heavier, and my hands are starting to feel the pressure. So how can we continue to make gardening enjoyable, but also be able to forecast and look into how we can make it manageable? How can we manage our garden spaces so that we want to be in the garden and that we're not frustrated by the garden? So that's really good, Bev. Thelma, Yankee sister. But that's why for our fall garden and for our planning, yes, we want to plant our vegetables and things like that too, but we also want to start to think about how can we shift our borders and so forth. How can we expand our beds? How can we make the garden ready for um, the shift in the environment, in the weather, and the weather patterns? That's why I want to bring this topic up. That's the purpose of it, to start to give us a heads up in thinking, well, yes, this is what happened this summer. So, is this a trend? Is this the way that it's going to be for the next couple of summers? Are we going to continue to experience this climate change and shifting in our rainy season versus our drought season? And if so, what do we need to do differently? What kind of plants will we possibly have to consider? And if we want to have plants that love water and annuals that love this extra care, how can we now prepare our gardens to be able to handle all of this shift and change, so that it won't be a struggle for us to garden, but rather continue to be a joy? I am a seasoned senior. Deficit. I'm putting some of my raised bed and pot to bed for the fall, winter. Oh, you are? Yes. And so, how that's true, because it is that time we're starting to shift, and I think a lot of people have decided to shut down everything early because of this whole change. And for me, I'm excited to see these mums, because the mums now are going to be able to give me the color that I didn't get before in other parts of the garden. Like my front bed, what I used to call, well, I still do, I call it my urban English style cottage garden. That it was really great. In the springtime, it was like a wild meadow. It was beautiful. But then, with the lack of rain, and for some reason we weren't able to get the water over to that side of the garden as frequently as the other side, and it kind of shriveled up. So what I'm thinking of doing is pulling out everything and planting in my bulbs. When the tulips come in and so forth, and start thinking about my spring garden, and then also maybe adding some of these mums to it, so that I can have some fall color, and at least end up this gardening season with color with the mums. And my husband went to Lowe's today, and these mums are fairly decent in price and a really good size. So you might want to check it out. And when you buy your mums, make sure you buy them kind of like this. They're not open fully, because if you buy them open fully, that's the end of that. But if you buy them kind of closed or partially open, then as the season progresses, you will have fall color longer. Wow, mums available already. Yes, Sonia. Yes, yes. Did you know mums can be used as pesticides? No, I didn't know that. G Mama Grows. That's good to know. That's really good to know. I'm still here listening, family. Yes, Rambo. By the way, those of you who have not subscribed to Rambo's Green Hands channel, mums are really my definite signal that fall is near. Yes, Thelma. Yeah, so fall is near. But Rambo did a really good video on onions. Onions. And he did two different methods, the dig method and the no dig method. And his dig method onions grew so big and beautiful. And so I would recommend that if those of you who are interested in growing onions, to connect with Rambo's channel, to subscribe to it and watch that video on growing onions and see his results. Because the no-dig method is also a good way to deal with these dry and drought times, because when you use the no dig method, you're layering the ground with cardboard, and then you're putting compost on top of it and mulch. And it seems like it retains the. You watched it, Beverly? I watched Rambo's onion video. Yes, yes. And the no dig method is a wonderful way to grow your gardens now. So if you haven't done that, also check out the no dig method. They have a lot of videos on that, and that to me is a wonderful way to handle the lack of rain and water. That has really helped a lot of my garden here. The fact that a lot of the garden, especially the new garden area that I had layered, when I first constructed that garden, I had put down cardboard, a lot of compost on top, and mulch, and that garden area is thriving. We water it, but it's thriving, whereas the other garden area, I didn't design it that way. And right now, it's really takes a lot of water to to help those plants. You know, they're all dried up. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. So what I want to do is to actually this time to truly soak the beds. Let me go back to the chat here. Thank you, Miss Catherine Rambo. So thanks, Gardens Army Beverly. Um, Guys, mine too, Yankee sister. What do you say? Yankee said, Thomas said, I subbed Rambo. We'll be there to check out your video. Good. The flower heads can be soaked and sprayed, Deborah, or dry the flowers and sprinkle them over the soil. Oh, okay. So, um, G Mom is talking about the mums, about the flowers, the soak the flower heads and use it and create a spray, and that could be the pesticide as a pesticide, or the dry flowers and sprinkle them over the soil. So that is another way of killing um, insect repellent, pesticide, and so forth. With the mums, the flowers of the mums. Wow, that's good to know, G Mama. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, as we grow, 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 grow together. Yes, and Rambo, yes, thank you so much for your wisdom in the garden. Yes, that is fabulous. With onions. And you know, that really inspired me to think about growing onions this year, you know, for next year. I think, don't they grow onions in the, you know, next year in the spring to plant onions? Thank you, G Mama Grows. You guys are welcome. Yeah. And so that I can have onions. That would be wonderful. Um, all right, let me get to these trends here. So the first trend that they're talking about that I've listed here is introduce a Mediterranean flavor to your backyard. A Mediterranean flavor. Um, did not know that about the mums, G Mama Grows. You are a wealth of knowledge. Yes, she is. That's my G Mama. We all have knowledge and we are learning from each other. That's the point, Rambo. Because we are growing together. I'm just facilitating this growth, you see? I'm a facilitator. And you all have so much knowledge, and you just add to this joy, yep, so that all of us can rise up and have spectacular success in our gardens. You all are making me happy. Yes, you are. So, introducing a Mediterranean flavor to your backyard. Deal with, I'm still planning out my backyard now that I have sun. Good. That's good. That's good. So, dealing with wet winters and hot, dry summers, the climate change, right? So, yes, indeed. I'm learning from you all. Thank you. You're welcome, Sonia. You're so sweet. Yes, we're all learning from each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so the Mediterranean flavor is more like with succulents and grasses and perennials and less water. I have about 11 more seeds to sow for my fall garden. Good for you, Rambo. I need to get with it. I was thinking about that. I said, I need to clear out. I started clearing out my vegetable patch, and I need to get some carrots seeds down and some of these other veggies in. So am I. There's a wealth of knowledge in this group. Thank you, Deborah. Yay! That's the point. That's why we're together. That's why I can meet with you on Wednesdays. Because we have fun, we laugh, we joke, we enjoy one another, and we learn from one another. You contribute to this growth. I am just so excited. You make me happy. All right, you're fulfilling my purpose, the goal of this channel. You're fulfilling it. I'm just pleased. This is so nice. So succulents, grasses, and perennials will give you a Mediterranean flavor in your backyard. So some of the succulents, or like sedums are really good because they don't require as much water. Like the verbena also is a plant, a plant. It's not a perennial, but it seeds self seeds itself after you put it in the garden. It will come back because it will self seed, and it likes dry, arid. It doesn't really necessarily like to have wet feet. So those types of plants are really good to have in your garden. And other perennials like what do they call them? Sage. Um, um, oh, yeah, some of those other, oh, I can't remember. I could see it in front of me, but I can't remember the name of the plant. But anyway, there are different plants that really, or perennials, that really respond to dry ground. They like it dry. They don't necessarily like to have a lot of rain. And so the other trend that's happening now is the garden lawn will be a thing of the past, which we talked about first. So, like lawn edging, no more, more of a naturalistic style of planting. And I love the naturalistic style of planting versus having, to have it so neat and so forth. That naturalistic style is just becoming more. That's interesting, putting succulents outside. Yeah, there are succulents that grow outside, like agaves and stuff. Is it agaves? The aloes. Aloes is what I'm thinking about. Yeah, there's some succulents that are perennial and that can grow outside and that can even withstand the cold here in our area as well. But you're gonna have to, do a little research and check out your garden centers for that, for the outdoor succulents. I have Sedum Autumn Joy that I found on a sidewalk, propagated it, and now have throughout my garden. Yes, I love sedum. There are different types of sedum, and Sedum Autumn Joy is one of the, what's my, sorry. Sedum Autumn Joy is one of the succulents that's really beautiful at the beginning of the spring. It makes a nice round of rosettes. I think it's so beautiful. And then as it grows up, it then has like these flower heads that are beautiful. And then they turn in the fall a beautiful kind of rustic color. And I have like two different Sedum Autumn Joys and sedums in my garden. Yeah, and hens and chicks grow also. Yeah, hens and chicks. There's some of them that you can put in your garden. They like rocky areas and so forth, and rock gardens. Oh, I'll have to find some for Zone 6 since I've enjoyed them indoors. It'll be nice to have some outdoors. Yes, yes, they are there. They are there. I kill every succulent I put my hands on. Oh, no, Deborah. You know why? Because you probably overwater it. Yeah, they don't need as much water. They really kind of take care of themselves. So um, that might be why you're not having success with the sedums. That was a good find. Yes, hens and chicks. So um, the other thing is plant an abundance of fragrant herbs. That's what I'm learning. Yes, we all are learning. The garden is a teacher. It will teach us and tell us what it wants. That's right, Deborah. Plant an abundance of fragrant herbs. Okay, Rambo, are you there? Rambo has a video on herbs that he had planted. He had gotten some herbs, some mints and things, some thyme, and I liked what he did. He had a out outside of his area there, he had a raised bed, and in it he planted almost like a mosaic of herbs. So he put like the thyme in one area, the mint and everything, and it started to grow and fill out, and it looks so pretty. And I'm sure when he would put his hand over it, that he would smell all of those, the senses of the different herbs. And it was like right there. It was a nice size, like maybe 3 by 3 or something. For some reason, I can't keep the bugs from eating up my thyme. Wow. Hmm, that's interesting. Because most bugs don't like herbs and things. Oh, that sounds nice, Rambo. Yeah, check it out. He had bought some mint, some thyme, some mint, and he had gotten another plant. I think that was the lemongrass as well. And it looked so good. I really liked that idea. And you know, I last year wanted a tea garden, and that whole idea of planting herbs for drinking teas and so forth. But I transformed that area into more of a kitchen garden where I'd go out and get my kale and so forth like that, my beans and things like that. But so I'm thinking of creating an area for my herbs. And herbs don't necessarily need as much water. The mints and the thyme and the sage and the rosemary. And we talked about that earlier too. Remember in the spring we talked about having um, a garden, an herb garden. The bugs eat up my chamomile. Everything else, mint, oregano, thyme, sage, rosemary is doing very well. That's good, city girl gardener. Yes, and it smells so good. I just love the different herbs. Creeping thyme is good for walkways. Exactly. And the creeping thymes are good because you can replace it with your lawns with it. I'm I'm loaded with herbs. Yes, he is. Rambo's loaded with herbs. And so planting an abundance of fragrant herbs also is something that you can add to your garden. And they make great designs. I remember the sage. I had planted the sage last year. And in the spring, my sage bloomed. It was beautiful. I didn't know that sage had such a beautiful flower, and I wished that I'd actually planted the sage with the flower garden area. It's really, really pretty. And so a lot of these herbs, they do flower. I know thyme has a flower with it too, like, and it's really great as a ground cover, like Thelma was saying. So think about it. Think creatively how you can use um, herbs in your flower beds, and or use it to um, replace your grass. You know, when you're expanding your lawn, your beds, and taking up more of your lawn, you can replace it with thyme and with a lot of the other herbs. And we know that the mints spread uh, on their own, and they will take up a lot of space too. But could you imagine, every time I walk into my kitchen garden area, there is a patch of mint, and I allow it to just go out into the walkway. And so when I'm stepping into that garden area, I smell the mint, and it just makes me feel so happy. I'm stepping on it, and it's just like, whoa, what is that? It just smells so good. I like the um, cilantro flowers. They've been doing great. I have harvested plenty of the cilantro seeds. Yeah, and that's great. Yeah, because a lot of these herbs have beautiful little flowers, and so they add beauty, fragrance, and you can use them in cooking and teas. So really, and replacing a lot of the lawn with the herbs is a good thing. Is a good thing. Expanding your herb beds. And you know what? You know how I garden. You know how I garden, how I love it full and abundant. And I think that is another trend that we see, that we're seeing more naturalistic gardens. We're seeing that whole idea of, instead of it being so neat and tidy, where you can see each plant separately and there's mulch covering it, that people are allowing their beds to be more exuberant and abundant. They're allowing things to meet and touch. They're allowing it to be more naturalistic. And really, I find when you do that too, it does cut down on weeding. It helps to keep moisture in the soil a lot more easier than not. You don't have to water as frequently. Um, and it's it's good. The naturalistic style allows nature to breathe a little bit, I think. I just happen to like that style. Yes, more companion planting is beneficial for the plants also. Yes, that's true, G Mama. Yes, the companion planting is huge. That is a great idea. I love the way you incorporate veggies with your flowers. I have adopted that from you. Oh, thank you, Thelma. I'm glad I'm a good influence. Why? Because that is another thing that's trending. Plant flowers for pollinators, protect declining bee species. And when you put flowers in your vegetable gardens, like how we've been adding our flowers and floral bouquets and things like that, and plants that bees love, what we're doing, one, we're aiding and helping the bee population, but also we are allowing them to pollinate our vegetables so that we can have a good harvest. And our flower gardens, we're getting more flowers because the bees are getting the nectar that they need so that they can grow. The flower will give you beautiful, and the bees, which will help you food production. Yes, that's true, Rambo. I want to plant zinnias on the ends of my raised beds next year. They are so pretty. Yes, I think that I love zinnias. I don't know. I think because of the lack of rain, my zinnias that I planted from seed that I had saved, they did not grow as big. For some reason, they're small like this. Whereas the zinnia that I got from seeds, maybe it's the type of zinnia. This one here from the Dollar Tree, this is the cactus style. These are nice and big, and these are the ones that I really love. I love the big zinnia flowers. So I'm going to try and save these seeds here and plant them in. The little ones are cute. I mean, they're cute, but I like the big, luscious zinnias. Look at this. This one's so pretty. This is a zinnia. Isn't that beautiful? And this one is a zinnia, a big, beautiful zinnia. I love it. I love it. Yes, and so the other thing I wanted to mention is creating outdoor living areas. I like the large blooms too. Yes, I love zinnias. Yes, yes, indeed. Um, uh, Creating outdoor living areas are. Beverly said, some of my zinnias are tiny too, but I do have large ones too. Yeah. I know, I guess the variety is good, but the big ones kind of spoil me. But I appreciate the small ones too. I love the coloring that I'm getting. I love this color. I love that color. Um, I only have two more things that I want to mention to you. And the time is going. Wow. We have really been, actually three more things. One, creating outdoor living areas. Now, so this is my living area. I have the big zinnia flowers also. I bought them from the $1.25 tree, and the small zinnias too. I don't know where the small ones came from. Okay, yeah, the $1.25 store. That's where I got the big ones, the cactus style, the big cactus, California cactus style. Yeah, um, I did too. Um, they are beautiful. Yeah, they're all just beautiful. They're all just beautiful. They really are, and the variety is really nice. The $1.25 tree. You know, that dollar, the 25 cents adds up. My goodness. I know what you mean. But anyway, we're not complaining. We're still glad that we can um, get good products, some good things in the $1.25 store. So we are thankful. But wow, it does add up though. All right. So creating outdoor living areas. So as you continue, that's what's trending. Yeah, G Mama. Every time I talk about the Dollar Tree and the $1.25 Dollar Tree store, I always think about you, G Mama. It makes me smile. And I have to giggle too. Anyway, oh, creating outdoor living areas. All right. So some people they have the fireplace ideas, the courtyard gardens. I love the idea of garden rooms, and the courtyard gardens, private and creating privacy spaces to relax, elegant retreats and vegetable spaces. And that's what we've been talking about. Definitely creating new spaces in our garden. I know, Deborah, that you're going to be working on your new spaces in your garden. Well, some of your new space, you might want to create a courtyard area or a place where you can sit and look out at your garden and rearrange things. So that could be part of it too as well. Elegant to create it as an elegant. Hey, Brooke, how are you? Hey, Vintage Gardener, how you doing, Brooke? So good to have you. Come and join us. Yeah, so, and Brooke is good on that. I'm glad you came on, Vintage Gardener, because she has been creating her courtyard gardens. And she names each of her little areas different names. I love it. My husband built me a large porch in my garden where I keep my succulents. Wow, that's great. That's great, city girl gardener. Uh, that's really nice. Yeah. So creating those spaces in which you can enjoy your garden, and make it attractive. That's awesome. Hey everyone, my Renaissance grandma, how are you? How are you? So good that you could come on over and say hello. Um, but yes, creating outdoor living areas and small rooms, rooms in which you can enjoy your garden. I kind of sort of created that kind of idea with different sections or zones, but to even make it more attractive that you want to go and hang out there to you. You may want to create little seating areas or create ways in which you don't see everything at once. Um, by the way, a vintage gardener went on a tour to Pennsylvania, and she showed that in her garden tour that many of the gardeners created these little garden rooms where they created different spaces, and they used shrubs to kind of divide the space, and created walls too, and separated different parts so that the garden kind of had a large feel or unique feel, like a secret garden feel. So check out her video. I have two seating areas, a bench with cattle panels arching over it, and oops, and another seating area with the fake grass with flowers and my green stalk tower containers. That's good. That's good. That was a nice tour. Yeah. So check out Brooke's channel. Yes, let's join her in her journey. And she wants to tour different people's gardens and do all kinds of things. She's just full of energy. Right, Brooke? Vintage Gardener. That's what Vintage Gardener NG, New Jersey. Yes. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to her channel, and you will enjoy. Um, I enjoy your music. You're just so much fun. I know, Brooke is just so much fun. I just yum. I have a lot of energy. I drink a lot of espresso. You have so many projects going on. I don't know. It's just like, whoo, that's a lot. And you get it done. You get it done. That's a good thing. Anyway, um, so moving on, flood prevention options. I think I'm getting hooked to your channel, Brooke, because I'm looking for the next video. So what else is she up to next? So keep them coming. Keep them coming, okay? Keep the videos coming. You're entertaining me. I'm watching. All right. So prevention options. Flood prevention options. Now, some of us starting that beautiful fountain. I'm planting chrysanthemums in the video tomorrow. Good. Good. I'm waiting to watch. Oh, I got me some mums. These are garden mums. They're not like yours, but they're, the regular Lowe's garden mums. I am so excited about the mums. My husband got me some mums to add to the garden. So um, I'm going to be planting them up. Not too soon, though. I'm going to leave them on the deck and enjoy them, and then I'll plant them up. But yes, you do talk a lot about chrysanthemums. Dinner time, blessings to all. Don't hurt the harvest. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. I'm about to end. Yay, moms. Yay, moms. Yay, moms. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Don't hurt the harvest. I'm going to be ending real soon, so we're going to give you a song before you go. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. And grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Uh-huh. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. And don't forget to give me a like if you like what you're here. If you enjoyed yourself today, make sure that you don't leave without giving me a like. Yes, because that will let Google know and YouTube know that you have enjoyed this session, and they will send it out to more people who can come and join and add their knowledge with our knowledge too. Okay, so I think this is an important one. I don't want to go without talking to you all about this. But the flood prevention options, sustainable drainage systems that Aim to retain 100% water runoff, capturing rainwater and releasing it slowly into the ground. And that's something that we may need to start thinking about. How does the water run in your on your land, and how can you capture that water for drought times? Some people have underground wells. Some people have places, they've been able to capture the water in underground tanks where they're storing water. People have rain barrels. They're using their gutters to also store and harvest water. So that might be something that we need to really, I know I need to really start to think about that in a more, I've been talking about it, but I need to actually do something about it, that when it does rain, that I'm able to store up the water, keep it, preserve it, and use it so that I can lower my water bills, and um, also have them for times when it's drought, somehow, some way of storing water. I've seen some water containers that people have. They're kind of like big plastic water containers. That might be something that I might want to add to the garden, where we can store up water. I don't have much runoff, but I put out a lot of containers when it rains. Yes. And so just to start thinking about that, um, how can we utilize the extra water when it's the rainy season? Um, and then, like, some people have, um, when it rains, it like floods in that particular area of their landscape. So they might want to create like a creek or a dry bed, or a place where the plants can absorb, having plants that love to absorb that water. I'm looking into a rain barrel too right now. I'm just using buckets and trash cans to collect rainwater. Yes, yes. So that is something that we can, a rain garden, yeah, yeah, something to observe. I've seen it like too when I was watching, what is that show? Monty Don, Gardener's World. There was a while back I was watching Gardener's World and was talking about places that have flooding, and how do they handle the flooding with different runoffs and so forth, by creating a creek maybe, or planting particular plants that love the water, and or um, creating berms. And then I was watching another show where they were gathering the water, and they built like an underground reservoir or something where they could store the water. And I know it's a lot for us maybe, but even just thinking of alternative ways of handling water. Jersey Shore Lisa on YouTube has a rain garden. Oh, okay. Jersey, I gotta check that out. Yeah. And that's for people who, like, if you're experiencing a lot of flooding, because flooding is another issue. There's like parts of the country have experienced heavy drought, and other parts of the country have experienced flooding, intense water and rain. And how do you handle all of that so that the water doesn't run into your basement, but rather runs into your garden? So we have to consider that, both things. So something to think about, and because I'm planting seeds in you, so that you can start to think about it. And then when you hear about it or see it, you say, "Ah, yeah, I remember on Catherine's Garden at Home, we were talking about that." And I said, "Well, I can." Then you can say to yourself, "Well, I can adapt or adopt this for my garden." So that's why I'm just like dropping seeds. Okay. And the last thing that I want to mention before I say good night, goodbye, I want to mention to use brick and mortar. More people are using brick and mortar in their gardens, And instead of just using pavers or concrete, just like that, they're using brick and mortar. Why? Because it gives the effect of a rug versus pavers that are just, plain. And brick and mortar also allows the drainage that between, especially if you want to plant in between the cracks, your thyme and so forth, you'll be able to do that. And it's aesthetically beautiful. It also has an old world feel. The bricks, right? The red bricks. I don't know if you watch Laura of Garden Answer, and a lot of the concrete that she had and pavers, the big slabs of concrete and pavers that she had in her garden, she pulled them up, and now she's going to be laying down brick, continuing the brick feel throughout her garden. She has a really beautiful brick walk down a border, and it's just beautiful seeing the brick there. Um, and we talked a lot too about earlier, before you came on, about the garden. The garden lawn will be a thing of the past. And when you look at her garden, you could see that she has removed the lawn in this particular area, instead laid the brick. She has a beautiful border, and then she has her trees and her shrubs there, and then her driveway is pebbles, rocks and so forth. So she really doesn't have any lawn in that whole section. And then she has her vegetable garden. And the lawn is out there in her new area. But in that area there, that is really a good example of no lawn. The garden lawn being a thing of the past. That she has removed her lawn from that section of her garden. Well, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much for coming on. Come on, let's greet each other. Wishing you a wonderful evening. For those of you who just came on, this is the bouquet for the week, with my roses from my garden, zinnias, mint, some shrubs, verbena, zinnias from the garden. Yay! As we grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Uh-huh. Grow, 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 grow together. Yes, yes. So everyone have a good night. Catherine, enjoy the live. Thank you, Chloe. Bye, Chloe. Come on, you all pop up so I can say goodbye to you all. Bye, Chloe. Have a good night. Yes, come on. Who else? Grow, 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 grow together. Bye, Beverly. Blessings, everybody. Sonia. Bye, Thelma. Grow, grow. City girl, garden. Enjoy the life. Be blessed, everyone. Bye, Brooke. Good night. Yes. Renaissance Grandma. Bye. Good night. Grow, grow, grow. Deborah. Grow, 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 grow together. Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, grow. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thelma, bye. Where's Rambo? Rambo, bye, Rambo. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow, grow together. And Catherine got it at home. Yeah, be blessed. Yes, yes. Maybe you all be blessed. Have a beautiful evening. Sweet dreams. And think of these roses. Isn't this beautiful? I think this came out so nice. I love it. Even in the back. This is my my shrub that I have in the front, and it's variegated euonymus, beautiful. And then my mint, apple mint, flowering apple mint. I think that's so beautiful. Yes, and the mums. So grow, 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 grow together. Sonia, my love, thank you so much for being here with me and moderating. I appreciate you greatly. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Remember, yes, my Renaissance grandma, very beautiful. Thank you, sweetie. Grow, 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 grow together. All that came out of your garden? Yes, yes, all of it came out of my garden. You're always welcome, Miss Catherine. Thank you, Sonia. Yes, Tama. Grow, 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 grow together. Yep, don't forget to cut your flowers, cut garden, cut flowers. Darlene Brown, yes, grow, grow. How? Thank you for popping up, Darlene. Grow, grow. Where's Monica? Is Monica there? I don't think she popped up. Come on. I want to say goodnight to everybody. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, grow, grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Uh-huh. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, yeah. Beverly, grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Uh-huh. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow, grow together. In Catherine's garden and home. In Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, yeah. Catherine's garden. Oh, don't forget to send your pictures, okay, to the website. Remember to visit the website. Send your pictures. That's Catherine's Garden Home LWS Weebly WEEBLY.com, so that we can share our pictures with one another. Make sure also, if you see me come up in the email, if you want to be a part of our email list, make sure you go to the website, send me a picture, and also send. I will get your email and I will add you to the email list so that you can keep up with all of the things that are happening when I give my monthly emails and share information with you. All right, so visit me at the website. That's Catherine's Garden Home LWS.weebly.com. You will see it in the description. If you read the description at the bottom, it's there, and it's also on the channel border, the channel page. So you can go there and click on it, and it will take you directly to the website. Yeah, so that we can share pictures, because I haven't gotten any pictures except for a couple of people who sent me pictures, like Beverly and Deborah. Thank you so much. The rest of you need to get with it. I need to see your gardens. Come on, we need to share. We need to share. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Catherine's garden and home. All right, that's it. Have a nice night. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.